Okay, it's Saturday morning, Memorial Day weekend. I was going to take 4 days off, but I had a guy call me and said he has two in Jacksonville going down to Ocoee, Florida. I haul a lot of cars for them guys. So I said, yeah, I went out on the boat all day yesterday. I said I'll do this today. Only a few hours. I think it's 170 miles from Jacksonville down to Ocoee. So it'll pay good. You know, I'll still be home before noon, so I figured why not make a little money, still get home early and take the boat out this afternoon. So we're heading north right now. We're about 80 miles from the Manheim in Jacksonville, Florida. As I said before, they open at 6 a.m. every day of the week, so it's 5 o'clock now. I'm running a little bit late because I got fuel at Bucees, but all right, let's start. Let's start today by getting up there and getting it done, and call it a day. Okay, this is the Manheim in Jacksonville. I like this one. It's kind of small, not very busy, and especially it's really nice since they paved the parking lot here. Makes a big difference. It used to be gravel with puddles and dust, and so we are here. We've got to find these two, get them loaded, and get on down to South Orlando, Ocoee area. Well, still at the Coparts. Apparently this is the only Copart in the United States that don't open until 9 a.m. on Saturdays. Never heard that, never seen that anywhere, except Jacksonville. So I got here at 6:40, 6:45, and it is 10 till 9, so I've been here this whole time. I stretched back, it took about an hour nap, but looks like they're getting ready to open. I see a couple of the guards moving some vehicles around now, so what a waste of a morning on a Saturday too. And I offered to do this, and now it's shot. I could have been down in Orlando by now. What a miserable start to the day. Okay, it's almost 10 a.m. Just left the Manheim. So from 6:45 to 10 a.m. I was there. Apparently this Manheim is so small that they open at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. on Saturday. Sundays they're closed. If you have an in-op and need a forklift assistance, there's none available on weekends. Only Monday to Friday. So and the office isn't open, just the gate guard. So if you don't have your release printed, you have to go somewhere and find it. I print mine at home, but if you don't have a printer in your vehicle and it's a weekend, I don't know what to tell you. So Kind of strange Manheim, but it is small.
In 0.5 miles,
so.
keep right to
Alright, we're heading to
I-295 south.
Ocoee, Florida to drop these two off and hopefully call it a day. I'm 160 miles out, so 2.5 hours there. Alright. Alright, we already got the Jeep Jeep Cherokee unloaded over there. Now let's go ahead and get this thing unloaded. Okay. Ooh. Alright, get this thing unloaded. Put my ramps up, roll my straps up, put them in the box, and text the guy the vehicles are delivered, and he'll Zelle me payment, and we will head home. It is just about noon, so kind of that start to the day kind of ruined it, but that's all right. We decided we're not going to take the boat out today. We'll go tomorrow, do some shopping. So, this is the Manheim, and this guy in that van over there is the guy that works on vehicles and details them. So, he'll get to them over here, but gotta be over here in a little bit, pick his vehicles up, and right now let's go put everything up. Alright, it's Monday, June 2nd, I believe. Start my day at Bucees as always. I am going to Orlando, picking up 3 vehicles, 2 at Coparts and 1 at a Manheim off-site location, and I am taking them to Houston, Texas. So probably a day and a half trip out there. Been there several times, not a bad drive, but we're going to hook up the trailer now, then just filled up, hook up trailer and head to Orlando. 8 a.m. appointment at the first Copart and 9:30 appointment at the second. One's in Apopka, one's in Orlando. So I'll show you more here in a little bit when I start loading. Okay, I picked this F-150 up at the Copart in Apopka, Florida. They said it drives, which I got in after he loaded it and started it. It does start and run. So now I'm at the Apopka in Orlando, or Copart in Orlando, getting a Subaru. I'm gonna put that up front. Then I have a Mercedes G-Class. It's gonna go in the middle. So it was all important that this truck ran, otherwise that would have had to been in the middle, because I don't have a winch and I need to get access. So since it will run, I can pull it off, pull the Mercedes in the middle, load this back up and head west. So usually this place is packed. Monday morning it's a small area, but all right, we got one loaded. Gonna get the Subaru put up front and the Mercedes in the middle, and I'll show you a video once they're loaded. Oh, this vehicle's not the best, but it's okay, it'll pay. That one tire don't look too good. Good. Front. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's get her strapped in and head to pick up the Mercedes. Alright, there's a Subaru Outback, the truck. Now let's go get the Mercedes from the middle. The other side's got a little bit of damage on the passenger side. Front tire is kind of angled in, but they had told me it's drivable. It may be, but that's going to be fun trying to back that thing off with the tire bent in, but they may have a forklift. So a little bit of damage, but let's get this Mercedes and start heading to towards Houston. Okay, let's get this Mercedes loaded. All right, that should be good. It's running on reserve fuel right now, so I don't want to let it idle. We'll see if this pulled up enough to get the truck back on. Okay, we got them all loaded. There's the Subaru, the Mercedes G-Wagon, and the truck. So we are loaded up and heading towards Houston. I haven't GPS the first stop yet. 2 are in Houston, 1's going to Galveston, which is outside, so I'll probably hit the 2 Houston ones first before I head south to Galveston. But whoo, it's getting hot. It's about 10:30 and we're loaded and ready to hit the road. I am going across the Apalachicola River outside of Tallahassee on I-10 westbound, and right up here in the middle of the bridge, middle of the river, cross into Central Time Zone. And there is the sign right there, the green one. Entering Central Time Zone. Woo! Just gained an hour. Got the biggest state knocked out of the way, Florida. Now we are into Alabama. Usually Alabama takes 1 hour to cross, and then Mississippi about an hour and a half, and I think it's about 5 hours to Louisiana. So got the big one knocked out of the way, almost just under halfway to Houston. So all right, we'll keep on going. I'm at Bucees in Orange Beach, Alabama, 17 miles inside Alabama line, and diesel is $3.29 a gallon here. Whew, that's 50 cents cheaper than I bought Bucees in Daytona Beach this morning. So I'm going to fill up on on diesel, park over there, go in and get me something to eat for supper, and do my 30-minute break. This is that tunnel in Mobile, Alabama. It's about a mile long, and it goes underwater just a little bit. I've never been a fan of going underwater. Whoa. Got a semi here coming up, thinking he's got to be a hot rod. It's only 40 mile-an-hour speed limit through here, but it did. That's a sharp turn at the exit up here too. Keep my distance, he might hit the wall going that fast, especially wet. Oh, there's the exit. But it's been a lot of rain through the panhandle of Florida and Alabama here, so see it slow down now. It's a dangerous curve. All right, we are now in Mississippi. Woo, that's the 3rd state. 2 more to go. Just crossed the Pearl River, and we are now in Louisiana. Woo, that's another state knocked out. Drive a little bit more and probably shut her down for the night. 273 miles to Texas, so yeah, I ain't got that much time. I wish I did. Alrighty, keep on rolling. Well, it's 4:45 a.m. local time. I spent the night near Lafayette, Louisiana. Tried to stay outside of Baton Rouge, but the place was packed, so I just went over that 18-mile bridge, the swamp, and pulled over to the weight station here. It's all alone here last night, nice and peaceful, and then semis 3 feet from both sides of me, idling all night, pulling air brakes. Ugh. Anyways, we got 230 miles to go. The guy said he opens at 9:30, and says here I should arrive at 8:25 or something. 3.5 hours away, so I do got to stop to get some fuel. And earlier you hit the road, weight stations would be closed. I know they were all through Mississippi and Louisiana, because I think they close at dark. So, all right, we're about to hit the road. Coming up, the Lake Charles Bridge. It's a high bridge. It's eerie, but and on the other side is Westlake. I was once told that is where the majority of the windshields in American cars are built at. I guess they dredge the sand out of the lake and they use it to produce windshields. So this is the location up here on the left. That's Westlake on the left and on the right. I believe the right might be a refinery, but I know on the left is Westlake. Because on the right here they got a lot of storage tanks. I'm assuming that's a refinery or a fuel farm. We are about 30 miles from the Texas border. You can see the morning rush is starting to happen at 6:15 a.m. local time. Just crossed into Texas. Pull over at the Welcome Center for a sec. Last state, 120 miles to go. There is the Houston skyline. A little hazy, but God, that's a lot of skyscrapers. Not a big oil built that. Better look at the skyline. Minute Maid Field over there. I believe that's where the baseball team plays. The Astros. God, look at all the cars. Brutal. Okay, got the Mercedes off. It went right down there at that little corner. He opened at 9:30. I got here at 9:30. Took the truck off, took the Mercedes off, put the truck back on, strapped it in. The next spot is this Subaru. It is 8.7 miles away. I'm on the outskirts of Houston, kind of an industrial area. As you can see, it's not very clean, but hopefully the next place I go has got a forklift or somebody can guide me as I try and drive this thing off. So keep you posted. Oh, got that Subaru off. I didn't video it because that business was at the end of a little one-way street. I had 9-car haulers waiting for me to unload. And then I had to back out and wait to make a turn so I could get out, and somebody else was unloading on the side road. It was a nightmare. But anyways, wouldn't run, or
in 0.3 miles at the end.
Wouldn't start, so guy gave me his jump box and he had to drive it while I guided him because that tire was angling outwards and it just rode the that little safety lip that's on the
In 0.2 miles at the
on
end
the
of the
inside
road,
of the
turn
trailer
left to
there,
West
the
Park
tire
Drive.
just rubbed against it all the way down. With a flat trailer like that, it would have rolled right off. But we got it
Turn
off. I
left
got
to
out
West
of there,
Park
loaded
Drive.
the truck back up, strapped it in, and now I'm heading to Galveston. It's about an hour away, and man, is it hot today. I am soaking wet with sweat right now.
In 0.5 miles, keep right to West Park
All
Tollway
right,
East.
we'll see you in Galveston. Coming into Galveston, this is Galveston Bay. A little windy out there, water's rough, but should see a ton of refineries out in this area. Almost 5.5 miles to drop the truck off. Okay, just unloaded this truck, put my straps up, my ramps. I believe the address is right around the corner here. It says 2101. This is 2100 block. I see a beer. This is this building right next to me here. That's probably it. Last of the vehicles. So, ready to get this dropped off. Get this dropped off and start heading back. I think I got some out of Louisiana heading back to Florida, but then I've got 2 in Tallahassee, Florida for a local guy I know to take back to Daytona at a Coparts. We're gonna have to time this and setting the appointment up. So, all right, well, let me turn around and get this parked and get on the way. All right, guy finally showed up. I had to wait about 10 minutes for owner to get there, and but then gave me the check. So 3 off, 3 checks. Do my mobile deposit and call it a day. I did see a Bucees back there about 20 miles in, what was it called? Texas City or something. Nice big Bucees. So I think I'm going to try and make it back there, get me some fuel, get some def, and get me some lunch. All right. Talk to you later.
And claimed that she's
Bucees in Texas City. Just a little bit north of Galveston. So, is this sight for sore eyes? Get me some fuel. Get some def. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to wait.